Peace and love, creatives. Well, it's Paletteful Packs time, but I don't know why I received the premium package for March. It should be this size for the petite, but I got this size. Big difference. So I don't know if they ran out of boxes or I don't know. So let's get into this box and see what's up. Oh, I'm just gonna paraphrase this part. While I was reading this paper that Paletteful Packs put in this box, it's basically stating that they're apologizing for any kind of inconveniences, and they're giving us this premium box for, you know, any inconveniences that we might feel. And the inconvenience is they're getting rid of the petite boxes, which kind of stinks, but I mean, what are you going to do? They're trying to cut cost and make it a little bit more worth your while as a consumer, and they feel that going forward, to make it worth your while, they're going to just concentrate on one specific box for this line. As for the contents in the box, we have some Dollarani water mixable oil colors, and it's a set of 6. We also get a 5x7 3-pack of Dollarani canvases. We get a Art Alternatives 8x10 canvas. We also get a Robert Simmons in a size 2/0. A palette knife, and it's plastic. And a angle brush in the size 1/2. We also get an Artist Loft Sorrento flat brush in a size 4. That is all we get in the box. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just try everything out. I think I'm just gonna use the small canvas just to see the colors. I'm just gonna put that over there, and I'm gonna move this over to the side. And let's open up these guys. All right, so the colors we get are yellow ochre, viridian hue, French ultramarine, crimson alizarin hue, and cadmium yellow hue. Okay. I'm gonna use this guy here. I'm just going to take the sizing that they put on the brush. Okay. I don't use oil, but I do admire and watch artists that use oils. So I'm not like completely familiar with this medium, but I know that they use a glass palette for their paint, and I guess it's because it's easier to clean and mix. There's a little bit of separation on that one. The titanium white is definitely very thick and matte, whereas the other colors are a little bit more shiny, except for that viridian. What is that? Is that viridian? Yeah. the Viridian is definitely not. Okay. So we have like a warm and a cool yellow. I have my little spray bottle just in case I need to spray. I don't know where these little hairs are coming from. All right. Close that. All right, so let's start with the yellow. So that was cadmium yellow. My paintbrush is definitely stained. This is the crimson alizarin hue. And this is it neat with no added water. And I'm just going to dip my brush . And it's definitely a lot easier to spread with. All right, moving on to the ultramarine, French ultramarine, sorry. And again, it doesn't spread as well, but as soon as we introduce water, ooh. I don't know if it's because I took too little bit, but that is very translucent once I add the water. Yeah, it's just, there we go. Okay, we'll mix some colors as well. I'm curious to see. Oh, very staining. Well, they did say they were heavily pigmented, and I think that's because of having to let me clear. And you know what I also want to try, actually, since I have that paper towel out, I just want to see that's a really good green. It's really pretty. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, since we were given a palette knife, why don't we take some colors and try to mix them up? So I'm gonna take some of the red and some of the yellow. We're gonna mix it up. I think I'm gonna introduce a little bit of water. Oh my gosh. A little bit of water. We just want to mix it and see what we get. So here is the orange that we get. It's nice. I actually like that. All right, so now let's mix up the crimson alizarin hue and the French ultramarine. I just want to put water, and not as much as I did on the previous one. Let's see what we got. Feel like we can add a little bit more blue to that to get a different color, but I like that. That's a nice color. And it says it takes about a week to completely set, so it gives us enough time to move things around. Now let's take this here, yellow ochre. I'm gonna put some right here. Then I'm gonna take the French ultramarine and a little bit of that. There was a little bit of water in this area, that's why I put it here. Just want to see what kind of skin tone I can get. And I want to definitely wet it considerably. That's nice. All right, let's mix. There we go. That French ultramarine seems to be very gritty and not as easy to mix or break down. And it seems to be the same for the Viridian Hue. Let's see what pigments we got in here. All right, this is PG7 and PB29. PY42 for the yellow ochre. PR177 for the crimson alizarin. This one has a couple of them. Okay. PY83, PO34. And then HR70, and then this should be a PW6. PW6 and a PW4. So I'm guessing it's to help mix. We haven't done the white yet, so let's just take a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm noticing is it's going to be real difficult to get that blue off of here. So I'm going to be a little bit more rough, I think, with this brush. Okay, so now what I want to do, I honestly want to kind of like make a mess. I just want to see how liftable it is. Okay, not much, because everything is stained underneath. So let's take this color here. And what we're gonna do, well, what I'm going to do is tone my canvas, and we'll go from there. Let's just take a little bit more. You can also tone your canvas using acrylic without worrying about ruining your painting. You can put acrylic underneath oil. You cannot put oil underneath acrylic. So if you would like to tone your canvas using acrylic, you can. And just like that, you have a dry layer to start with, but your canvas doesn't just start off white. You have some kind of color to it. And I'm getting a smell. I don't know if I'm getting a smell because of the paints or if I'm getting a smell because of the canvas, but I am getting a smell. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually, I have like a little easel kind of thing. I've never painted like this, so this is gonna be an experience for the both of us. All right, so I got a little bit of water on my paintbrush, and I actually ended up getting a drop of water in the paint that I'm gonna use. But what I wanna do is I kind of wanna just line out where I want things to be. Curious to know how well the paint is going to come off of paintbrush when I try to clean it. I might clean up that nose a little bit. Off camera, I'm pre-mixing some colors to go on her face, and I'm going to try to get it a little painterly without losing too much color. So now I'm just wetting my paintbrush and I'm gonna try to spread the paint. I'm gonna try to introduce this brush into the mix dry, and I'm just gonna try to smooth out the paint. There's definitely like a consistency battle between if I'm using enough paint versus if I'm using enough water, and my pressure of the paintbrush really is important. All right, I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the red and the white. I'm just going to see what we can do with her lips. I'm trying to get a lovely black color, or close enough to black. Okay, this is where I'm gonna leave it. This is kind of where I am at with this piece. Since it's oil paint, it's going to take probably, I don't even know how long. This is like, I don't do oil paint. Although I am not gonna lie, I'm not upset with this piece. I'm not upset with the way I approached it. I overcame little obstacles that I ended up having, and it felt good. I'll show you what my palette looks like from the mixing. So that's how my palette looks. All the brushes are just sitting in the water right now, just soaking. I want to thank you for hanging out with me and watching. My sincerest apologies. This will be my last Paletteful packs of the year. I don't think I will be resubscribing to Paletteful packs. Not because I'm disappointed, but because I definitely don't need any new supplies, and I am on a low buy in this year, so whatever I have is what I have, and trust me, we have plenty to play with for the entire year. Again, thanks for watching. Peace and love.